What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Star Wars Clash of Destiny. This is episode 1, or really 11, but episode 1 of Act 2. Last week saw the finale of Act 1, and you saw what happens the next day. We have a lot of things happening, but we are picking up right at the immediate aftermath of what happened there. And I'm actually going to have a recap I'd like to read here to just get everybody back into that mood. In the final moments of our last session, Cato, Jen, and Tetsuka come face-to-face with Lieutenant Cross, who demands they lower their weapons and surrender, or he would explode the facility, killing them all, detonator in hand. Runa, standing alone back in the panic room, realizes she can no longer feel her connection to the Force. A quick-thinking Cato uses the Force to pull the detonator out of Cross's hand, catching it. Before relief can set in, Jen sees someone standing across the sewer bridge. She recognizes this person as Amelia, someone from her past and of great importance to her. Amelia and Jen lock eyes for a moment without showing any sign of emotion. Amelia raises her hand and presses the button on a second detonator. From behind her, canisters begin to explode. Fire fills the air. Ogo grabs Jen as they rush back to the panic room. Jen yells for Amelia and quickly loses line of sight on her. Cato and Tetsuka rush behind hastily. The smoke catches up to them as all four pile into the panic room. Ruma slams the door tight and seals them in. The party holds tight for a moment. It feels like an eternity. The room rattles and shakes from explosions outside. Smoke enters the room, and you're overcome with an anxiety that the room's integrity may not hold. And just then it stops. A stillness sets in, and you hear the sound of rushing water outside. After a brief banter about whether it's safe or not to go out, Tetsuka finally opens the door. You step out and look around to see debris and smoke. It's still hot, and the walls are singed. The facility is not entirely destroyed, but all visible evidence of what was happening here seems to have either melted or been washed away. Cross's office and that entire wing of the facility is no longer there, as it has been rendered a pile of debris. As you look across the way, you see that there is a ladder leading up, an emergency hatch that leads up to the surface. That is where you guys begin. You are standing there looking at this ladder.
I would like to search. How many rolls is it going to take to search through all the debris?
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I go straight up the ladder. Straight up the ladder. I'm doing this for you. Straight up the ladder. I'll be the first one to go.
Tetsuka charges up the ladder. Who is following him?
I'm following very close behind because I think that's the way Amelia went, if she made it out.
I'll stay behind and go last, just as bringing up the rear to make sure that we're okay.
Okay. Runa is following as well.
Yeah, can we grappling hook RO, or do
She
her
can fly.
thrusters?
Yeah, RO's thrusters just pop out, and he just flies up
awesome.
behind.
She. Use her proper pronouns, please.
That is
She.
awesome.
Did I say he?
Aro can fly.
I meant
said
she.
he. It's fine.
That's
Yes.
my mistake.
Ro.
It is a droid, but okay.
Short for Roalinda.
I thought it
Roalinda.
was short for Rosie, but okay.
You kind of
It's
tend to
Roalinda,
change the name every
actually.
time.
I'm gonna use 100 names. Her name's Ro. It's a little banter me and her have.
The droid has thrusters and is able to just fly up the emergency lift. Tetsuka, as you get to the top, you see that there is a pretty much like a manhole cover at the top. Are you going to try and push it open?
Can I use perception to listen to anything above? So if I can hear the pitter patter of stormtrooper feet or like anyone's like kind of noises.
You can absolutely do that.
Thank you,
Everybody stops on the ladder as you're staring up and you see the Wookiee freeze.
sir. The game is paused. Can I? Oh, it did it anyways. Do I
Okay,
hear anything
yeah.
with an 11?
Actually, with an 11, you hear a ton of commotion coming from outside.
But I can't discern what it is.
You can't really discern what it is. You just hear a lot of commotion.
Okay, I pop the hood
not
off.
steps, voices.
Okay.
Voices and loud bangs, noises.
I tell them to wait. I kind of look down and I go, wait 1 second. And I kind of like push the manhole up and I look around through it.
as you push the manhole cover up, you are not on the ground. You are at the top of this building. You look out and you see pretty much the rooftops of all of the other buildings. This is an emergency hatch that goes all the way up to the top of this building, not the basement.
Did we get up there?
How did that get there?
It's a tunnel going straight up.
Okay, so is there anyone around? Is there anyone else like there?
Yeah, as you look around, as you look around, you see that there are stormtroopers running in every which direction. There is madness going on
Do
here.
they see us?
Do they see you? No.
Did they see us?
Did
Okay.
they?
No. Do I have to stealth? I'll stealth check that to see if they.
I'm sorry. They're not on the building you're on. You're not. They are not right there.
Oh, in the distance.
They're on
okay.
the distance. They're in the distance.
then
My mistake. That's me.
Pop the hood off and I drag it out of the way and I reach out my hand for whoever is below me.
Okay. Yeah. You all see. Tetsuka starts pulling people out. Jen pops out, and as you guys make it out, you begin to see all of the rest of this map. Let me put some lights up. So
That's where we were?
Oh, yeah, this is where you guys were before.
Oh,
but we were okay. Now we're on top of the building. Gotcha.
You are on top of the building.
How do I zoom out? I don't want. No, it's okay. It's all right. I'll figure out. Oh, there's a lot of stormtroopers. Do any of them look fancy?
I don't love that.
These look like common stormtroopers. Okay, just funneling, running around like crazy. Those people, remember, there was a whole bunch of those ruffian guys that were just like out and about. Now they are like hiding up against the walls, and some of them are being interrogated by stormtroopers. Okay, the base ground is cracked. There are cracks all throughout the ground here leading up to this building.
Can I take out my gun and I go. I turn to Captain, and I say, Captain, it's like Minox in a barrel, and I point my gun. You want me to kill them all?
No, we've made enough ruckus around here. We need to get out.
Jen has run to the edge of the building and is wildly looking around, desperately just trying to see if there might be any evidence of whether Amelia is anywhere around.
Give me an investigation check.
Is this the type of building where there is no railing, that if someone looked up they could clearly see us, or do we have a little bit of cover?
You have a little bit of coverage, but not much. There is a sign.
She doesn't care how much coverage he has. She is looking.
Where Jen is standing, you see that there's the sign is actually covering her, so you can't. Jen, as you look around, all you're seeing is common stormtroopers running amok like crazy. But even with a 5, you're able to look up into the sky and you see those X-wing fighters make one more pass across the Coruscant skyline, shooting at more buildings. They pull off and fly away back up off planet. And then you see a number of TIE fighters chase after them.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
One of them doesn't look like a normal TIE fighter.
Ooh, can we perception that, or do we leave it alone? Is it irrelevant? If it's irrelevant, I don't want to push forward.
I don't know what you would roll to see if you would I don't know if any of you would have seen it before. So just give me a lore check if you're trying to figure that out.
I just want to see it. Is it pointy? Is it squarey? Is it That's what I was looking for. But sure, I can. 13.
It's probably going to be a really high DC.
Yeah, none of you guys recognize this ship at all.
We just know it's a TIE fighter. It's just a different TIE fighter.
It's a different type of TIE craft, but it definitely looks like a TIE.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jen, you recognize the ship.
As what?
Yeah, Jen recognizes the ship, and I'm just going to private message you the type of ship.
Ooh, okay.
What do you tell Jen? Jen would tell us. She shares all the information with us.
That's up to her, not us.
Question: did me and Kato see the lady who blew everything to crap? We didn't, right?
No, we didn't. We were too focused
Technically,
on,
no.
We
No,
were too
only-
focused on
Only
the other guy.
Ogo saw that. Ogo and Jen saw it.
Okay, I'm going to walk over to Kato and I'm going to be looking at him and be like, "Did you press the button?" Because now
No.
I'm kind of remembering this, and as far as I'm concerned, he had the clicker and it blew up. So I'm going to blame him for it. But as like a father would, you know. I'm going to get on one knee, look at him eye to eye, and say, "Did you accidentally click that button?"
I would like to step forward, put both fists on my hips, and look completely down at him and say, "No, I did not.
Okay, but it blew up.
Just because I
You had
had
the
the
detonator.
detonator doesn't mean that I blew it up. Why would I
If
blow
you
us
didn't
up?
if you didn't blow it up, then who did?
I don't know, but it wasn't me. Why would I intentionally blow us up when we weren't even in the panic room?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, then obviously we're on the same page.
Okay, then. And then I'm gonna kind of stop for a moment and then look up at him and be like, "I'm sorry I yelled at you right now.
It's okay.
Do you like your mask?"
Can we just get out of here, please?
He's not wearing his mask right now, is he?
No, it's on my hip.
I thought you gave it to Jen.
Oh no,
I
Jen
gave it
has
back.
it. That's
Jen still would be wearing it, yeah.
no, Jen
I do
still
still
has
have
it.
it.
Yeah, Jen
Oh,
still
Jen's
has
wearing it.
am I wearing it or am I thought I was holding it.
Yeah, you said you'd like chest pieced it, right? Like you just
Well,
like
I wanted to, but I couldn't.
so
'cause
you
it
just
was
holding it
too
on your.
helmety.
Okay, so you were
But
wearing.
I had it off because I wanted to talk like face to face with Cross.
I get you. I'm going to
That's right.
gasp like a small child and be like, "Why does she have your mask?
I gave it to her.
The gifts I
Hey,
give you
hey,
mean nothing."
hey. Listen. When
At
that
this-
dark trooper started walking across the bridge, I had to give it to her because I needed her to have a little bit more protection, okay? I had cover, she did not.
At this point, all of you hear stormtroopers from down below scream, "Hey, there's noise coming from up there. Somebody, go search there."
I thrust the helmet at Kato and just sort of start running and say, "Okay, we need to get off of this planet. Where's the ship? We need to get back."
We need to make it up over there where I am pinging on the map right now on the other side.
On your data pad. Question. Can I drop one of the letters on them? Are they that close enough that is the rubble enough that I can like try to strength check to push one of the letters on them? I've always wanted to push like a neon banner letter on.
Can I help him and give him advantage because I see what he's doing?
I will
This is real
100,000%
cool,
allow it.
please.
I will
Thank you.
absolutely allow it. Give me an athletics
Okay.
check
Okay.
to see
You want
if
me
you.
to as well, or just him with advantage?
Oh
Oh! That's destiny. That's destiny right there.
Oh,
Clash of
hey.
destiny.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you run over and just, in this fit of emotion, Tetsuka runs over and doesn't even need Kato. You don't even get there in time. He just like side kicks it, and the whole letter just detaches and falls over and crushes this stormtrooper here, which immediately rallies more to come over and investigate. And they are distracted, but they are also looking up at you. You've caused a bit of a scene. Ogo
Was
looks
worth
over
it.
and says, "Now it's time for us to go. We need to get off this roof."
I follow Ogo. I start running.
Can I investigation check her way down?
Yes,
Or-
but there's some stairs right
No.
here.
Oh, there are
There's
stairs.
stairs.
Leading us
we
away.
can just take the stairs.
For those who can't see, I will take you on the stairs.
One sec. I'm trying to turn my character. It's whatever. It's fine.
I'm trying.
Okay, so
Oh, man.
It's kind of working for me.
I will investigate for stairs. Stairs found.
Okay, you guys make it to the bottom of the stairs, and there is you're all the way on like the bottom level now, but the ground is super cracked. As you look up above, there's like one level above you up where the shops are and everything. But right now you have coverage from all of these carts right here. But you can hear the commotion from other stormtroopers charging into the scene. how do you want to handle this? You need to get here. And there are stormtroopers.
One sec, let me zoom
coming
back
down
out again.
here.
How do I?
Plus
zoom
visual. Can you paint me the picture again?
Yeah.
out? No, now I spun around again.
Is the railing
Oh.
high
Wait,
enough
let me turn the
that
lights. Okay, you
is the
should be
railing
able to
high enough that we could go up against the wall and
shimmy
kind of
around.
stealth our way? Yeah.
I will need everyone to do a stealth check.
Well, that's if people want to do that. If there's another thing.
For anybody who wants to do that. Stealth.
I mean, do
That
we have
sounds
any
good.
other options right now?
Not really.
I don't think we do. And
I'll shimmy up against the wall.
Runa gets a 19.
So we gotta climb up this wall?
Thank you.
No. We're gonna shimmy up against it to get to the stairs.
Oh, does someone want to climb over the wall? How big? You said it's like 1 story tall?
It's like
Why
one
would we
level
climb
up.
to meet stormtroopers?
No, there's tents and stuff. We could hide up there. I mean, we're not gonna get past them.
But they're headed towards the tents. There's a ruckus going on.
And we're trying to go to the left.
Right.
Oh.
Why not just go to the left and go up
I
the
thought you
stairs?
meant go. I thought you meant go up the stairs and then go to the right. But we're going up the stairs and going to the left.
Ogo
Yeah.
comes
Oh.
running at. Ogo moves to try and stealth along the wall, but he trips on the rubble and falls over.
God
course
damn
he
it,
does.
Ogo.
I'm gonna run help him up. And as I
Okay.
do, I'm gonna say, "You're not very good at stealth."
I laugh. I
Ooh.
cackle like a witch at that.
Runa, roll a strength check
Damn.
to pick him
Okay.
up.
Damn.
Yeah, it goes a
Well, I
little
mean,
bit on
I'm
the
just
chunk side.
offering my hand to help him up. I'm not like full on.
You know, like fireman
Yeah.
carry him on your
Just-
shoulder.
Just a general strength check.
Or athletics.
Oh, okay.
And so we can see technically.
Same difference.
Holy crap.
You know those Arnold Schwarzeneggers, her biceps just bulged,
Wow.
all of a sudden covered in oil, and she's like, "I get you, Ugo."
Runa, what were you doing in that panic room?
Curls for the
Apparently, all it
girls.
takes for Runa to do well at something is be sassy, and she's good at
Yeah, her
whatever she's
sass.
doing.
That's
Trying to make a point, and she'll be good at whatever she's doing.
Yeah, you successfully grab
That
Ogo and
sounds
pull him
accurate.
up. And yeah, as you pick him up, pull him out of the rubble, he just like kind of whispers back as he's catching his breath, and he just says like, "You're still terrible at fighting, no matter how bad my fall was. Oof, you are terrible at fighting."
Okay, that's okay.
I'm
not a
terrible at
fighter.
stealth.
I'm not a fighter, so it's not really something I'm concerned about. You, however, are a spy, so I think that matters. And then I turn around and start walking off.
Okay. Wow, she is very mean. As he leans over and says to Tetsuka, "Why is she so mean?"
I know it's amazing. That's why she's captain.
My feelings.
Why is she mean?
Because your ferocity.
Do I
is
overhear this because
unmatched.
I'm right there? Do I overhear this?
That's why she's our captain.
Yeah, you do hear it.
Can I just like grab Tetsuka like a cat would to its little like kid with the back and like grab him by the neck fur and just kind of hoist him up since he did so bad on his stealth? Can I just hoist him up?
I'm a heavy Ewok, just a fair warning. I think I'm a few hundred pounds. Let me see. Let's see. Let's go back to the. Let's go to species. Actually, I'm 40 pounds. You probably could lift me up. I'm apparently very light. So yeah, you
I
could probably.
totally could.
Yeah, you could probably just.
I totally could.
While you guys are doing this, the stormtroopers come running around the corner and they make it to the stairs.
Oops.
RO rushes over to hide under that level, and just like parks it underneath on the wall, and then like lowers all the way down and just powers down for a second to hide.
I do the same thing too. I go, "Pew," and then I just pretend to be asleep on the floor.
Can I look at?
Oh, no, he's
Tetsuka and
holding
say,
me. He's
I
holding
have-
me, so
yeah.
I do that.
Can I just look at him and be like, I have a better idea, and just hoist him up over and launch him onto the platform?
Give me an athletics check to hoist him up and toss him onto the
He's gonna
platform.
throw me into the wall. You're gonna be like,
Oh,
no!
Okay, yeah, with a 7.
Chucked me at the wall.
Firstly,
I drop him.
Tetsuka powers down like RO in his hands.
It's a good idea. Oro.
And like plays dead. Kato, you're holding Tetsuka and you just like flop him up to try and toss him over the wall, but he misses and flops and hits the ground. Tetsuka,
sorry. I'm
you
sorry.
take 2
I'm
points of
sorry.
damage.
It's fair enough.
Can I immediately heal?
I would like to shriek.
Loudly?
You know what? Yeah.
No.
I just got hit for 2 points of damage. I was asleep and powered down, and you threw me at a wall.
Roll a performance check.
Die.
That's a 9
I'm gonna-
performance.
Is this because of what I said about the mask? Are you still upset about the mask?
No, I'm
If you
not
didn't
upset
like
about
it-
the mask.
If you didn't like it, then you should have just returned it, okay?
Oh,
I could have
God.
given to
Okay.
Ro.
Ogo runs over to the wall and pulls out a grappling hook and just tosses it over the edge and starts to pull himself up.
Oh,
He
yeah,
leaves the
grappling
rope there
hooks.
after he gets to the other end.
I got a grappling hook too.
He leans back over and says, "We must go. Come on, it's time to get out of here."
Can I like follow up the same grappling hook that he is, just like behind him on the rope?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
I am
Okay.
following as closely as possible as well.
Okay,
Can
everybody.
I apologize and offer Tetsuka a ride on my back as I go up the rope?
I will accept that on the condition that you wear your mask in this moment.
I immediately take the mask and put it on.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna nuzzle against your neck. I'm just gonna.
Okay,
This
that's
is
fine.
nice. This feels right. And I tell Ro, I'm like, Ro, come on. And I just nuzzle up against it. Feels nice.
Okay,
Feels right.
all of you get together and climb up the rope. You make it to the first level. Those stormtroopers run down. They begin to move over towards where you guys were, but they don't really get there in time. I need to know what you guys are going to do. You're on the first level. You need to get all the way over here. You need to go to the left to get to your ship.
Can we get the grappling hook back?
Yes, you got the grappling hook back.
Grapple again.
I mean,
We
you
just
could walk.
We can just
Oh,
walk.
we walk.
I'm not walking though. I'm staying on the shoulders of Kato. I'm staying on the shoulders. I'm not getting down.
Perfect. That's
I
honestly
will-
what I wanted you to do.
I will let you guys do. If you want to stealth over there, you could stealth to the ship.
Alright.
Kato, roll.
Nope.
Kato, roll with disadvantage because you have an Ewok on your back. I'm sorry, Wookiee.
Exactly.
stealth
The
with
strength of this
disadvantage?
man.
Stealth with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, that's not going to end well. Oh, no. Why is this every time I try to do something cool with Tetsuka, it immediately fails?
Because you keep trying to do something cool with Tetsuka.
Just answered your own question, man.
I just want him to have his 2 guns on my shoulders as turrets.
Do I
Um,
giggles give away our position? I'll
You
take that.
all.
Is he going to fall off again?
So you guys don't do really great with stealth. What with Tetsuka giggling like a little kid on on Kato's back, and you guys make it to this corner over here. And just as you make it around the corner, the ruffians that are standing there look over, and Runa and Jen, you 100% notice that they saw you
Okay.
because of
The
Tetsuka's giggling.
Then I'm just running. I'm not even thinking about sneaking. I'm gonna book it to that ship.
Okay, Jen starts running. Ogo follows.
Oh, yeah, booking it.
I'm walking,
Go
but
on.
I'm also locking eyes with them. Like, what are you looking at?
Roll intimidation.
Ooh.
Okay.
Captain Fierce Pants.
Can I roll? Let me see if I can roll.
Is there a way that I can like
That'd be nice.
help Runa by like flishing my coat and showing my heavy blaster as intimidation to give her advantage?
Seriously?
I growl at them too. I give them the mean stare.
I have a +5 to intimidation. Seriously? That's ridiculous. That's
I did not help. Apparently, a cute, adorable little animal on the back of someone is not intimidating.
You guys, all of you rolled terribly with your intimidation checks to the point where all of you now are like grilling these ruffians. You might as well just start snapping as you run away. Like, I think that's the most fitting.
Jazz hands!
Oh,
Like, this
Oh,
is some
God,
West Side
that's
Story right now. Yeah, you guys take off running away and you make it to the ship. Who's getting on board the ship?
Me. I'm
Everybody,
driving
get on the
right to
damn ship!
cockpit. You're
Okay.
getting out.
You all make it back to your ship and get on in time. The drawbridge of the ship lowers and you guys all run inside. The person that Ogo had given money to watch the ship comes running out and says, wait, we don't have clearance. You can't take off yet. You guys are all still standing on the drawbridge right now.
We need to go now.
Captain,
we have to go. It's an emergency.
the Imperials, they chase you.
Well, how long are we gonna have to wait to get clearance?
Oh no, all of Coruscant is locked down. No one can fly out now.
Let's go.
Can we
Who's
jump to hyperspace
Okay,
in
wait.
port directly out?
No,
Who is
that
taking
possible?
that,
Who's gonna be
The
the pilot?
odds of that are crazy low.
right? What? Wait. Would I know exactly how serious of a threat this is, and like whether or not it's a good idea to attempt to leave?
Give me a lore
Anyway.
check with advantage.
Okay.
Also, I'm very upset at all of you that you didn't say never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds.
All of you.
It's
Thank you.
375 million to 1.
Okay.
Exactly. See.
Should we put the
Thank you,
professor in the
appreciate
back?
It won't let me roll.
Okay. We will roll a.
Lore check.
Oh gosh. I said advantage because you
You
need
did.
it. That was a nat 1.
Oh,
No.
Okay, with a 16. Okay, so Runa, you and more than likely, I think Jen would know this too, that they are like this entire planet is now quarantined. No one can go in or out unless you're an Imperial without the Imperials picking up on you and either trying to trace you, track you, or shoot you down.
Nice.
Okay,
So-
That sounds
never
like
mind.
fun.
Forget what
I
I
mean-
said before.
I mean, you can take off and run, or they'll.
did
I can't give
we
you any options.
search? Did we search Cross's body?
No.
I don't.
His body was not there.
I don't
Perfect.
think it was there.
Wonderful.
Everything was
Everything got
destroyed.
blown
Love that for
to
us.
smithereens. So
He got pancaked.
yeah.
I'm,
Does anyone? So can we? So how do we? Do we need?
We need an
Everybody
Imperial
on the
code.
ship.
Can we go through the downloaded data on Rogue
Yeah.
and figure out if we have any
Yes.
false
Yes,
codes
please.
we could do?
Access codes. Access codes. Maybe we have access codes.
We downloaded a whole bunch of shit.
I didn't even think about that.
And if not, we will beat every stormtrooper we see to get those access codes.
We're not gonna do that.
How about we don't? Yeah,
Uh-uh.
no. It's not smart.
Okay,
we
yeah.
won't do that. But we'll do the first one.
You go and. Well, what are you doing with RO?
I'm trying to download the files onto my data pad or something and look through for some sort of clearance code.
Okay,
That
yeah, you
would
hook up
get me
to the
off.
droid and you find that there are a variety of clearance codes. They don't look like they match your ship, but they definitely look like they're relatively new.
Do any of us know how to do that? Like to change
So
to forge it? Like to forge instead of saying like, oh, this kind of transport we could just put the Carillion YT, you know, and just fudge the kind of ship that.
So you could just take off, and when they like hollow into you, you could just read off the other access code.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then that's what.
Craig, we're not good at this, okay? Just give us a break.
That's why I'm giving it to you. I'm like, okay, instead of you guys.
We're hella
We know what we
overthinking
need
it
to
for
do.
no
I was
reason.
just
we
confused
don't.
because they don't
I'll give it
ever
to you.
really explain how clearance codes work in the Star Wars universe.
And we're gonna do it
So-
now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, this is a whole bunch of codes that you get.
Get us on that ship, baby.
Damn.
Whole bunch of
codes.
different codes. All right, so who's the pilot?
Me
Runa.
Okay,
Oh.
Runa
and
is
Jen is co.
and Jen is going to co-pilot.
Girl
Mhm.
power.
Okay, the ladies
Girl
take
bosses flying
the
shit.
cockpit and give me piloting checks.
Ladies getting it done.
Can you roll my piloting check?
Yes.
for me?
Wait, can anyone else see the ship, or am I just stuck in La La Land?
I'm-
That's my bad.
I'm definitely
Yes,
stuck
boss.
in La La Land.
You're all
There we
coming
go.
over.
Cool.
We all are.
Because I definitely want to be in the cockpit.
I want to be in the gunner. I want to be in the gunner.
Okay.
And I
Now
sprint
I
off to
can
the
roll
gunner.
my own.
I
Okay, go ahead,
sprint
roll
off
your
to the
own then.
gunner.
Runa rolls a 22
Woo!
Oh.
for piloting. You guys take off, and
Oh my god.
They're very good pilots.
Yes.
yeah, in
Nat
general, the
20
nat
pilot.
20.
Girls, get
Okay.
it done. Do they
Do it.
high five each other too as they do it like an old 80s, 90s action movie? Bah!
Ship powers
I'm going to front roll as I get on the ship like a badass because I saw Tetsuka do, or I saw Kato do that once. I like to front roll and then make it to the gunship.
Did?
I rolled a 5 in acrobatics.
When did I front somersault onto the ship?
Not onto the ship, but
roll
you
once.
do jumps and flips and stuff, and I wanted to work on my Force Jedi stuff, so I was like, yeah.
Tis I becoming the papa.
See,
Pesca,
I'm not
you
good
go
at
to with a 5, you go to roll, and you don't really like do a full somersault as you think you're doing. You just kind of like roll over on your side, and it's really slow and drawn out, but you successfully do it in your own way.
I jump up and then I rush to the gun cockpit, the turret access.
At this point, when you jump up and go, "Ha!" everyone's already gone.
Did you guys see that? Did Rose see it or she gone too?
Literally, you just see the back of RO as they're driving away.
It's fair enough. It's too cool for mortal eyes, anyways.
You guys get into your ship, you start the ship up, and you take off and fly away. Are you just trying to get into orbit?
Yeah,
What-
for now.
Do you have a
And then-
location or destination?
No, we don't have a location
Okay.
right now.
You pull off and you fly out into the atmosphere. You get out just past, and you see that there are a number of Star Destroyers sitting there watching the planet.
Nice.
There is a fight going on right now between two X-Wings that are flying around trying to avoid getting shot by the TIE fighters. And literally, as this is all happening, a Corellian ship pops into orbit and starts opening fire on one of the Star Destroyers.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
There is now an all-out dogfight going on between one Corellian starfighter and two Star Destroyers and their TIE fighters going on.
Are
right
we a Corellian ship as well?
You are in a you're in a type of Corellian ship. Let me actually just show you which one this is, because this is a specific type. Give me 1 second.
I'm worried that they're gonna be like, oh look, they sent reinforcements and just
Oh,
open
God.
fire on us.
Let's just jump to hyperspace, man. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
You
but
may-
you gotta have a place to go
Through the
to
blockade. Hold
jump
on,
into
maneuver them.
hyperspace.
Don't do it.
We can't just yeet ourselves at light speed.
I beg to differ.
This is a C, I believe it's a C90. This thing is like really slow to load, as everyone at home is seeing right now. It is loading.
Yeah, it's like a
very slow.
C90. It's like a C90.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
I'm sure
put
that
a.
means something.
It's a Corvette. It's a Corellian Corvette. CR90 Corellian Corvette. It's like a hammerhead.
CR90. Yeah, like a hammerhead. Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Jinx.
Oh, nice.
Here, I'm putting it in the. Oh, that wasn't the chat.
Oh, like
Yeah,
cancer.
it's yes.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay, so this thing pops out and starts drawing fire. One of the X-wings takes a hit and goes down. What do you guys want to do? You guys are watching this happen.
Jen
You're weighing
very
your options.
obviously really wants to jump in there and have us start blasting the TIE fighters, but doesn't feel as though she has, she's made enough of a mess with her agenda, with her rebel agenda for the day. So kind of looks over at Runa and then looks back at the destruction and back at Runa.
Don't even think about it.
I hit over the intercom too. Captain, am I firing on them?
No, you're not. Hold fire. Where's
Okay,
Ogo?
well, good. I'm not in
Where is
the
Ogo?
I'm not in the gun turret anyways. Don't worry about. I'm not in the gun
Do
turret.
Jen and
anyways.
Runa even realize that I'm in the cockpit with them or no?
Is
I
Ogo
know that
living-
you're there.
At this point,
Okay.
you hear. At this point, you hear the mouth breathing of Kato from behind you, who entered the room quietly and did not make his appearance known.
Is Ogo in the room? Is Ogo in the cockpit with us?
No,
Or-
Ogo took the other gun.
Okay, I'm clicking on the intercom and asking, Ogo, do you got any ideas where we can go?
Yes, I think we can head to the Mako spaceport. That is where the rebels were supposed to be going.
Great. And then I'm gonna chart a course to the Mako spaceport and hit it.
Wouldn't that make us rebels? Are we rebels now?
Speak for yourselves, but
I mean, you're
personally,
not
yes.
there. You're in a gun turret right now, so unless you're using the intercom to ask this question.
I am asking.
You are?
This is in character, in the intercom. If we're going to where the rebels are going, doesn't that make us rebels too?
Runa punches the intercom and goes, so what do you think we were doing in the Imperial facility we just blew up?
Okay, but that was Kato. He did it by
That was-
accident.
that
I
was-
thought it was a stealth mission. We were working for Hutts. I thought we were a part of the Hutties. That we were like
Yeah.
international super spies.
Things got complicated. We had a conversation about it. We'll have to have another after this.
So we're
Okay.
rebels now. I just want to get my clothing right.
Runa
What
does not answer
clothing?
this and continues charting a course to Mako.
Yeah, I guess we're
Okay.
rebels now.
While this banter's happening, your intercom starts to ping in from your ship.
I
It's
answer
one of-
it.
It's one of the Imperial Star Destroyers.
Okay, perfect. I answer it and
Good day. This is Imperial Officer Reese. You need to send us your access code to be in these space airwaves.
Yeah, I choose one of the codes and send it over.
Okay. Yeah, you send one of the codes over, and there is a brief pause for a moment. A long moment while it's processing. And then eventually, Reese chimes in again and says, looks like your code checks out. You are free to depart.
Thank you.
Are you punching it?
Yeah, I'm punching it.
oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. We are punching
Get the
it.
hell
Okay.
out of here!
You guys
just went
punch
out.
it and take off, and you jettison away from Coruscant and all of the hostilities that were going on there. You are now in hyperspace. It will take you about a day to get to where you're going. You have made it.
Okay.
My
Jen
actual heart
is-
rate is so high right now. It's
Yeah.
ugh.
That long pause did stress me out. I was like, do we not read the codes right? Okay.
What would be like a sewing check? What would I use for sewing?
That's a great question. I don't know if I want to know what you're sewing, but
Is it an intelligence check since it's like a learned
I
skill?
would rule that as a dexterity check because it's about
But
some sort of
but it could
Actually,
be
yeah.
intelligence as well.
it could because you learn how to
It
sew. It's
could,
not
it
like
could.
Survival.
Old lady
Survival.
sew.
survival.
It's
There-
a survival check.
That's right. So
That's a survival
skill.
check.
Wouldn't
maybe
you say
sleight of hand?
wisdom is dexterity and
Nah, it's not
intelligence
sleight of
combined?
hand. It's survival.
15.
I don't know. What are you sewing?
I would just like to sew something onto my jacket.
You want to tell me what it is?
Yeah,
Yes, you did it.
I would like in
know
whatever Arabesh. I sewed rebel on the back of my jacket.
Ooh, he's getting bold with it.
Wait,
Not even a
Tex-
We're
Starburst.
rebels. You
just
gotta
a
be proud of it,
word.
right? I walk up with the with my new leather jacket that I found, and I sewed on it, and I walk up all spiffy like, and do like a little runway and pop the collar. What do you guys think of my new jacket? Do you guys want some?
That's great, Tetsuka. And then Jen leaves and goes to her room and closes the door.
That's because
I shout back, "I'll
entered his
make you
punk
one."
grease phase.
I'm gonna make her one
Grease
too.
phase.
You're the one that I want.
We're
Oh, one
gonna get up, stretch kind of dramatically, and then leave
And go where?
to Jen's room.
Wait, Rune is going to Jen's room?
Yep.
Okay. You successfully move over to Jen's room.
Right before she knocks, Runa's gonna try and reach out to the force and just see if that void is still there.
Give me a lore check.
Okay. Just wondering, because that kind of shook her up.
After these two left, can I intercom Tetsuka to go meet me at the hollow chest table for a match in the lounge?
You could do that right now. Yeah, you could do that hollow check now. Hollow deck now with Tetsuka.
Okay,
I'm back.
I press the intercom and I go, "Hey Fuzzbutt, you want to play some hollow chess in the lounge?"
With me?
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Runa, as you're walking
I
to
sprint.
Jen's, as you're walking to Jen's room, you very much see a wild Tetsuka come running by you, very excited.
As I watch him pass, I just kind of say quietly to myself, I do not want to know, I do not want to know, I do not want to know, and just keep walking.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys get over there. Runa rolled a lore check to see if she's got any connection to the Force.
Yeah, and she nailed it.
She, yes, with a nat 20, 21. Runa, you know for a fact you have no connection to the Force right now. You have absolutely no connection to the Force.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So Runa's just gonna kind of sit and think about that for a second. Then she's just gonna straighten up and knock gently on Jen's door.
What is it?
Can we talk?
Okay. Come on in.
Yep. I enter the room and close the door behind me.
It's like Batman talking to Batman. I love it.
Tetsuka's not there, though.
I don't say that. I'm just out of character. It's like Batman
Not
talking to
necessarily
Batman, and I love it.
is, But
Yeah,
that's
Batman
not
does not exist.
This is the guy with the grease jacket, okay?
Those exist in Star Wars.
Just out of curiosity, what is Jen currently doing in the room?
She's sitting on her bed, sort of curled up, just not doing anything, just sort of.
Is there a chair in here?
Yes.
Okay, Runa sits down in the chair.
I would have loved if it was a beanbag.
Okay, you are sitting
So-
in the chair.
Do you wanna? What? I mean, what happened back there? Like, something happened.
I just saw someone who I guess I, in some ways, knew I might find there, but I mean, she meant more than anyone else in the world to me for a time, and I don't know whether she's dead or alive, but she made it pretty clear that she would rather see all of us explode than... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how she can stay with the Empire, being the person that I know her to be, with the heart that I know that she has. After Alderaan, after all of it, she still doesn't get it, and I don't understand, and now I don't even know whether she's ever alive. So that's it. That's all that it that's all it is. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of any of it. But I just really want to see if I can find her, and I don't know how to do that.
Maybe just take your time and grieve. But it's best to not dwell on it.
And just
Don't
sort of
you don't
curls up.
you don't have to see this as like an end. It could just be something really terrible, but a new beginning.
I wish that I could say with any confidence that I saw it that way.
It'll take time.
I don't know. She's sort of shut down, and she's like, really, I would rather be alone for a little while, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I get that, but we need to know what we're doing next. They might call me the captain, but you and Fuzzface out there, the big one, not the small one, you're the only ones who seem to know what's going on.
I mean, we'll get to the rendezvous point, and I guess we'll just... I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with plans. I'm great at following them. So I'm in unknown territory here.
Understood. And then Runa just gets up and leaves.
Tetsuka, you just lost the round of chess to Kato.
I'm not surprised. I think I've lost every time I played. I don't think Tetsuka knows how to play this game, if I'm being perfectly honest.
At this
He's
point,
just
he
excited to
definitely
play.
doesn't.
It's canon.
He's just excited to play. He definitely doesn't know how to play.
As I recall last time, it was just the enthusiasm that
Yeah.
brings you through. Like, he doesn't know he's losing, but he's losing.
That's accurate.
So at this point, Ogo is gonna pass Runa in the hallway if Runa is walking away. Yes.
Yeah.
So as you get close to the drawbridge, Ogo is kind of standing there. He's tinkering with RO, and then he looks up and he says, "So, how is she?"
Really bad.
Unfortunately, she'll probably feel this way for some time.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is it? Is it okay?
I mean, what other answer do you want me to give? Like, no, it's not okay. She
None
needs
of
to
this
just
is
get
okay.
over it.
Just get over it. It sounds so heartless.
That's why I didn't say it, and that's why it's not true. You don't understand sarcasm at all, do you? I mean, think this is why we're having a problem connecting.
I'd have expected you to be a little kinder to your friend. Or at least to all of us who have had to deal with this. Some bedside manner, perhaps, is all. Is
I don't
perhaps
have
old
that.
school. Oh, I can tell.
Wow.
Well, I mean, nobody else checked on her, so I think at least I'm ahead of the game there.
Question: do we hear this? And are they in like the nearby?
So no, you guys are still over in the common room, and Kato is making dinner for everyone at this point. So Tetsuka,
Can I challenge him to one more quick round, but where we're both drunk? Because I feel like
Can I
if I was drunk and he was drunk, I'd win.
can I finish
I'd win.
dinner for everybody first? Like, I'm hungry. Are you not hungry?
Okay. Yes, I say, look, you might have. It was a close game. Granted, it was a close game.
No, it wasn't.
It probably
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't.
But it was a close game. Okay, but I challenge you later, and I want everyone here to witness my triumph.
That's totally fine. Can I finish dinner first, please?
Yes, you can. What are you making us, by the way?
It's a surprise. We don't have many rations, so it's probably going to be roasted womp rat.
Oh, dude, I've eaten. Not people. I've eaten in. 1 second. Let me think about this.
How about
How
I
do
just
I
make you
word
a
it so
drink?
you don't think?
How about I
I'm
just
a
make you a
cannibal.
drink and you can chill out? How's that? I'll just make you a drink.
Sure. Do you
Alright.
want a jacket, by the way? I can go make you a jacket. I'm gonna go make you a jacket, and I disappear to go make him a jacket.
Great.
How many clothes do you have in your bedroom, by the way?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, no, I'm asking out of character.
Oh, I mean, probably. I mean, he's got his normal robes. You took his big robe, so I would say he's probably got one extra one and then an extra pair of pants, and that's about it.
All right, so I take his extra shirt, and I would like to sew onto it Rebel.
No.
Nah,
While
you're
this
in the
is
kitchen
happening-
cooking. You're in the kitchen cooking. He doesn't know this. I sneak into his. There's no
give me a
locked doors in
stealth
this
check.
house.
Give me a.
Okay.
There is one locked door, but give me a stealth check.
Yeah. We still haven't opened.
I don't want Rebel on my shit.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'll do probably a really poor job at it. Don't
I'm
worry,
sorry.
let me
Hang
see.
on. With an 18, Tetsuka sneaks away while Kato's busy cooking, and give me a survival check.
Not a bad jacket. Not a bad job. Not
That's-
the best job.
Dang.
That's a 14. Yeah, you stitch Rebel into
The back,
Kato's.
like the back
Yes.
upper of his.
Except Rebel, like, is even in Orbish is like the B is backwards, so like it's Rebel,
Fair
but like
enough.
the B
I was
is
so excited. It probably
Where
can
would
it
be
actually can it
backwards?
start big and then get small because I ran out of
yes,
space.
you ran
on
out
the
of
right
space.
So
Yes,
it'd be like REBEL.
yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I would like to then try to sneak into the next room to try to do this to everyone.
I will allow it. You can roll. Go ahead and roll for it. But I want to cut back to, I want to cut back to Ogo for a second. So Ogo is still talking with Runa, and he says, "So, no bedside manner from you, even when your friends are in mourning."
Did you hear what I actually said?
I wasn't listening to a conversation.
Then don't judge me.
Just going by what you said. You said you have no bedside manner.
I told her it was okay to be upset. And it is.
Well, that is very good. There's very little we could say right now to try and alleviate what has happened.
Yeah.
She
I know.
lost someone that is very close to her.
And I'm not the person for that job anyway, but at least I tried.
Runa, these people look up to you like your leader. Whether you like that or
I still don't
not,
know why.
you are still the leader of this group. Whether you want to admit it. Someday you'll have to accept that. And Ogo turns and walks away.
Nice. Yeah. Runa's gonna just get pretty huffy and go to the kitchen and find Kato cooking, I assume.
Yes, dinner am I done with dinner yet, or?
Yeah, Kato finishes dinner. Yeah, and you serve it up, and what do you do, Kato? You tell me.
I would like to hop on the intercom and just say dinner's ready, and see how many people show up. And I'm assuming Jen does not show up for dinner.
No, most certainly not.
Then I would like to take the tray of dinner, put another tray on top of it so it stays nice and warm, and walk it over to her room, put it at her doorstep, and then slide that note underneath the door.
Does he see me coming out of Bruno's room, by the way?
No.
I'm not paying attention to you.
Not
I'm
yet.
not worried
Not
about
yet.
you.
You don't.
And what
You don't.
does the note say?
It's a private note that only you're allowed to know. That I'm sure Craig
is being
telling
transmitted
you.
now.
Yeah.
And hang on, audience, we'll figure out a way to project it on there for you too. Here, let me see. There's got to be a way to.
Me Sith ? Question mark. You Sith ? Question mark.
I think the audience will see that. That should be.
I think everyone saw that, but
Oh,
okay.
well then it's gone now. delete, quick.
I'll DM it to her on Zoom.
Well, I sent it on the cord.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is the message received?
Message is received.
Okay, good.
Dope. And then I'll saunter back to the kitchen.
As you're going back to the kitchen, now you see Tetsuko walking out of Runa's room, holding yarn in his, or holding stitching utensils in his hand.
Do I want to know?
No, but question, is she still in her room right now? Because I want to... Is she still in her room?
You should just stop whatever you're doing. Because I don't trust it at all.
I'm definitely not. But is she in her... I need to, and I smack my yarn needle with the yarn.
No, she's eating dinner like a normal person. Why are you eating dinner?
You made dinner? That's what I thought. That's what the comm, when you said we're eating dinner, that's what I thought. I thought it was co-work.
Go eat dinner!
And I figured I wasn't allowed to be part of the okay, and I run and I skedaddle over to eat dinner.
So, At this point, yeah. Who else is going to eat dinner? And are you eating dinner together? I know Jen is separate.
Jen is separate, and she's not really touching her food. She has it, but she's barely picking at it.
That's fine. Kato and Tetsuka are in the common room.
Yeah, I'll be
I had
behind.
gone-
I'll be behind the bar making drinks.
Runa, I asked Runa, what's your favorite color? Is it like a maroon red? Because I hold my maroon red yarn. Do you like the color red?
No, really dislike that color.
Ooh. And that jacket you have in your closet, are you attached to that?
Yes, very.
Ooh, you're gonna be mad at me. Well, this dinner's delicious. And I just keep eating.
Runa just kind of like stares at him blank-faced for about 2 seconds and then dashes from the table and runs into her room and looks at her favorite.
Wait, are you sure you don't want to drink before you kick his ass?
I run and I scream like
I've run to go
Help
to my
me!
room to check and see what has happened to my jacket.
What exactly were you stitching into Runa's jacket?
a rebel. I rolled a 16 to stitch rebel into the back of her jacket like everyone. Just
You
need to
could
get Jen now.
Okay, so how did you do it with no errors, or you tell me how it was done?
Yeah, if I feel like a 16 would be pretty good. Like
Yeah.
it's just slightly off center because I think that would out of character bother Runa. That if it's not center, it's slightly diagonal. You know, like it's really nice stitching, but it's just not. It's just slightly off. So yeah, that's
It's
what
on a
I
little bit of an
imagine.
angle.
It's like
very,
yeah,
it's
rebel.
very punk.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's slightly off.
Yeah, Runa, you pick up your jacket. It's got rebel stitched into it on a slant.
Runa is furious. When she comes back to the common area holding it.
I would like to roll stealth check as I hear her. I would like to hide.
Roll a stealth check with disadvantage. Never mind, you rolled a nat 1. Tetsuka tries to climb under the chair, and like the chair flops over, but he's stuck under it.
I haul him up by his neck and I hold the jacket in front of his face and I go,
Like a dog. What are you?
did you touch?
Rub my nose in it. Don't do this. Don't do this again.
Why did you touch my stuff?
In my defense, I've been touching everyone's stuff.
But why mine?
I'm sorry, what?
I can't come up with a convincing lie. I'm sorry. If you guys give me like a minute, I think I could come up with a lie that won't make you as mad as the
I
truth.
don't want lies, and you've already told
But the
me.
truth is gonna make you mad at me.
I'm already mad at you.
But you're gonna be
There
more
is
mad.
nothing going to make this better. Except
If that's the case,
take this.
I just thought we needed like a team jacket, you know,
No.
like a spirit jersey.
We don't.
And we all have jackets, so I had to find a jacket.
The
It kinda
intercom
smells-
starts to go off on the ship as someone's calling.
Did she drop me? I feel like she just dropped me.
I drop him and I hold out the jacket to him and I say, "You take this word off of my jacket. I am not that." And I throw it at him. And
I grab and I go, "I'm sorry, I'll do it right away." And then I mumble,
walk to
"Not
the
a chance."
cockpit.
I go to her room and I put it back in her closet the same way it was.
I'll answer the intercom.
Okay. You answer the intercom, and I don't actually know if Kato would recognize this person. But standing
I wanted
before
to
you-
stitch Captain under Rebel.
Yes,
on the front left packet.
You remove the rebel stitching like
No,
really
I stay
well
Rebel. I wanted to keep the Rebel, but I then wanted to add Captain to it.
as like a subtitle. You
Yeah,
succeeded
so
doing
Rebel
that.
on the back, and then on the front left jacket, like above the heart, it says
Scott.
Captain.
Oh, you're so
Yeah, that's
Oh
a
my God.
success.
When she gets a hit on you, she's gonna kill you. Oh my god.
Matt,
That's
why?
that's
Why do you force my hand thusly?
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
I want us to be a team.
Oh god, you're gonna die.
I do too, but Runa does not.
I
Oh,
know.
God.
That's why I'm pushing.
This is bad.
Yes.
This
Sorry.
is really
Continue.
Oh my
I got a bad
god.
feeling about this. Okay.
So as this is happening, yeah, Kato, you go and you access the holocom, and you see before you the rebel from Tatooine once again appears in front of you. He's standing there holding. He's actually just kind of taking off his rebel pilot outfit.
Who are you?
I'm Zoltan. Is Jen there? Is Ogo there?
Yeah, Jen's a little busy. What do you want?
I need to talk to her about the operation.
Yeah, well, she's a little busy right now.
Okay, can you get her? This is very important.
How about you just talk to Ogo?
Okay, that's fine. I'll talk to myself out of game.
I'm trying to spare Jen, okay? Going through the f***ing ringer in there.
Can I actually talk to? Can I talk to Jen? Because I
At this point, there's a little bit of bickering between Kato and Zoltan, so I actually do need to know what Tetsuka and Runa are doing at this point.
I was
I would-
going to answer the holo terminal, so I
So
I
you're
thought it was
standing
in the
there
cockpit,
watching this.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I will turn without words and just go tap on Jen's door.
would
So-
like to have already been in there since I was next to Runa's. I would like to, because she's taking way too long to get out of her room. I need to do this quickly. So I would just like to walk into a room and at first be, a little comedic. I would like to be like, just ignore me. I'm just going to be really quick. I'm
Okay,
going to show
so
her my
Tetsuka
arm.
walks in on Jen just absolutely sobbing because she thought she walked to the door.
I thought she was gonna say butt naked. I was so worried. Oh my god, I was so worried.
No.
Wait, we're meeting up at the door, basically.
No, can I get there just a bit before her? I would like to then stop.
Yeah,
And ask her what's
Tetsuka
wrong.
would have gotten there first because Runa was still back at the holo terminal. So yeah,
I
Tetsuka,
stop
you get there
and,
first.
I see her sobbing and I go, sweetie, what's wrong?
Can you please go away for a second?
I will definitely. I'm gonna leave you alone after I figure out what's wrong with you because you
Hasn't-
seem sad.
I really don't want to talk about this again.
Again, I didn't talk to you about anything before. There was an explosion. I think Kato pressed the button by accident. He's got sweaty hands. I figured he's
Tetsuka,
not
please,
saying
can you
it.
leave?
I nod my head and I walk out of there. Get that jacket later. So I mumble as I walk out. Do I see Runa now?
Yeah, now Runa and Tetsuka will pass in the ship.
She's very angry. Did you yell at her?
No, I didn't, but I'll yell at you next. Why aren't you cutting that word off my jacket?
I did cut the word off your jacket.
Deception check.
Do I roll insight to
You don't need to. He
Oh,
failed.
okay.
He
Okay.
failed. You know for a fact he's lying with a 5.
I'm gonna bend
Uh,
down. Look, I would hate to have to look for a replacement engineer for this crew if you can't
I
follow
would
direct
too.
Orders.
Runa,
fair
give,
enough.
give me
I
an intimidation check.
I order you to take that word off my jacket.
Yeah, that's an intimidation from Runa.
Cool.
Okay.
That's a 21. 23. That's a 23.
I
Tetsuka,
am
you
scared.
absolutely believe she will kill you if you don't. Like,
Okay.
you believe it deeply.
I say, okay, I'll take the word rebels off your jacket. And I go back and I take the word rebel off of it. I hope I mess up the jacket in the process. I hope I get a 1 on this. Not the best.
Okay. You're doing this while Runa makes it back to Jen's room.
Yeah.
And Jen has wiped her face off, and she's trying very hard to act like she wasn't.
I'm just tapping very lightly at the door.
What now?
There's someone on the holo terminal who says he needs to speak with you.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Give me a minute. I can stall for you.
Just a second.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm stalling pretty well.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take over as captain and start stalling officially.
Okay. At this point, he's still going back and forth with Kato, saying, "No, I need to talk to Jen, please."
Can't do anything around this shit, can I?
Ogo enters the room and says he needs to talk to Jen for the love of God. No, not really.
Hello, I am the captain. I understand that you want to speak to someone on my crew. Can you give me a name, please?
Yes, I'm looking. My name is Zoltan. I'm looking to talk with Genevieve and Ogo and the rest of your crew
Okay.
about the operation in Coruscant.
All right, and do you have the code phrase?
I recognize all of you. We spoke just before you left. You really need the code phrase from me now?
I do.
This poor guy.
We've made.
He's like, we talked for an hour before.
He's got me straight faced. Okay.
I
this
recognize
has been-
you. I don't know the Nautilin. I know you.
I understand that.
We are harassing this guy.
But we are making improvements on our management of this operation.
I was in the
yes.
ship flying over Coruscant. That was me.
Yes. Okay. Good. Glad it was nice flying. Very good. Did you graduate the Imperial Academy and then switch sides, or is there another advanced program for the rebels? Do they have their own? Just how did that work?
We're going to talk about my history now with the rebels?
I'm sorry. You're right. I digress. The code phrase, please, because like I said, we are trying to make strides in a direction of improving
Firebird. It's
our-
Firebird.
Okay, thank you.
The code
That
phrase is
great.
Firebird.
All right, I'll go see if I can.
Firebird,
track
is that
Jen down.
enough? Can I please talk to Jen now?
That's perfect. I'll go find her.
And
please hold.
as this is happening now, after he said Firebird about 10 times, Jen comes up and her face is all blotchy. And she's tried really hard to hide the fact that she's been like crying and like has regained her composure, but her face is just red. And she
As Jen walks up, Runa just like turns and goes to pass her and just says, "I tried my best. I'm sorry," and then walks on.
And
I would
where
like
are
to
you
follow
going?
her in the room.
Where are you going? You're already
I'm
here.
just walking away.
Are you leaving?
No, just a short distance away, like a couple steps away.
I'd like to talk to all of you now that you're here. Aren't you the captain? You said you're the captain and you're walking away?
You said you wanted to talk to Jen. Which way do you want it?
She's
You wanna-
one of the
Zoltan,
rebels, but you're the
Hi,
captain.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're the rebels.
Talk.
Rebels.
Okay. I
I took it off your jacket.
I'm
Relax.
very happy to see that you're all alive. That was
You too.
well, yes, but my partner didn't make it.
Oh,
Sorry.
We were in the X-Wings. We attacked. You're right over there, Kato?
I'm totally fine. Oh my god, we are harassing this so bad.
When you say partner, do you mean like life partner or like your partner in crime? So I guess partner in crime could be
like one of
your life
my
partner.
oldest friends that I've ever known was.
Can I ask,
one of
if
the-
you don't mind me, my condolences. How did he die?
Okay.
He was
Testa,
shot
not now.
down. Well, it's
In the
that's
battle!
important. Yes, we were in the X-Wings that
Oh, I thought you were.
we
just sharing
attacked a
personal
whole
information.
bunch of ship. We attacked a whole bunch of buildings that on Coruscant. We know of a whole bunch of Imperial buildings, and so we attacked them.
Yeah.
To try.
Yeah, and we
draw their
blew up a
attention.
building.
So sorry that your friend had to. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. But I hope that you can find some comfort in maybe in knowing that we were able to download a drive off of the base onto our astromech, and that they blew it themselves. So I don't know whether that's a positive or a negative, but the base is gone.
Wait, they blew it themselves? It wasn't us?
What do you mean they blew it themselves?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody, Imperial officer was threatening to have us leave or he would blow us all up with the base. And there was an altercation and we were able to retrieve the detonator, and then a second person came with a contingency plan, I guess, and blew
Who is this?
herself and everything else up.
Why didn't you tell us this?
And I like smack Tetsuka in the back of the head and just shut up.
Give me a sleight of
me,
hand,
I'm just saying.
Kato.
I'm gonna slide a hand to smack him back.
Okay, but as this scuffle's going on, Zoltan just kind of like freezes for a second in confusion, and then looks back up at you and says, "It all makes sense."
Are they hiding something?
This was a stunt by the Empire. They set a trap, and we fell for the trap.
No, what do you mean?
The Emperor is sending out a mass transmission across the galaxy right now, calling you all terrorists, plastering your faces all over the galaxy, saying specifically, let me just patch it in. And he literally patches it in, and you can hear, and it is Palpy saying, earlier today, a sewage plant in the lower levels of Coruscant was bombed by a handful of renegade terrorists. It seems they were attempting to upset the infrastructure of this city, and we're anticipating more attacks of this nature. These 5 individuals are to be apprehended and turned over to the Empire. If you see them, inform your local trooper division. And then it cuts away, and you see another... this is an audio transmission. This is from Admiral Rains. The Emperor himself has taken great offense to this attack and has personally unleashed his fury upon these individuals. For the Empire. And the transmission ends. And Zoltan comes back on. Says, this was an operation from the get-go. They knew that if somebody broke in, they were going to blow the whole system. And you knew the person? Did you recognize? You knew who this was?
Yeah, and I guess she decided that she wanted to give her life to a smear campaign against me.
Jeez, I thought I was hated by people.
Well, look, I've had my run-in with the Empire enough to know that if this is someone who was higher up to do this, they weren't going to die on the ground like that.
Okay. So, do you think it's even safe for us to come meet at the rendezvous?
Yes, you have all of that information. Come to the Mako spaceports. That's where I'm now. I'm back here. We're moving quickly here, but as soon as you get here, we can start to figure out what happens next. In fact, you could start transferring over some of that data now so we can begin processing it.
Yeah, and I call over RO.
Okay, yeah, RO comes over and hooks up to the machine and starts transmitting data. And he's watching it all start to come up, and he says, oh my gosh. The amount of information here, the amount breached. This is ridiculous. This could turn the tide of the war.
Would you say we're saviors for giving you this information, by chance?
Saviors? I don't know about saviors.
Heroes? I'll take heroes.
I mean...
That's good. There's no such thing.
Are we heroes of the rebellion? I just want another title.
No, we're terrorists of the Empire. Didn't you hear him?
No, but that's like a bad guy. He's a bad guy. But the good guys, do the good guys think we're good guys, or do they think we're like?
We've never been good guys.
Well, I can tell you now that you will always find the safe haven with rebels and those of the rebellion.
See,
if that does you any prize.
It does. It does me a lot. We should be proud that we're rebels now, because, I mean, we really have nowhere else to go. So.
Tetsuka is glaring. I mean, Runa is glaring daggers at Tetsuka.
Kato storms off.
Okay, but
Why are
before
you guys
that,
so upset?
before you storm off, Ogo enters the room, and he just like looks at all of you and says, "Rebels, no rebels. Empire, no empire. You could be wanted across the galaxy, but
I think
you
we
have
are.
to. I think you are too. But you have to court your own destiny. You have to choose your own path. You cannot let this empire hold you down. You cannot let these huts and these gamblers and scoundrels and traders, you cannot let them hold you down. Terrible things have happened. But there's always another day to go out and do something new. In my case, it's to go out and try and save one more person, one more life, because one life matters. They may have won this round. They may have set a trap, and maybe we sprung the trap. But you saw those machines. That facility was real. It was operational. And no matter how they spun this, think of all the lives that were saved by what we did. I don't think we're out of the woodwork yet, but I think there's a whole new adventure ahead of us. That's where we're going to end it tonight, guys.
I would like to hug him. I would like to
Damn.
hug him. I'd like to hug him. That was an amazing speech.
You definitely hug his leg.
I'm standing on the chair, so I would like to hug his body. Just
Okay, you hug him, and he like just taps you on the shoulder, reciprocating.
I'll take it. Us
All right.
heroes of the rebellion.
So this is where we are going to end it tonight, and starting up next time, we will be already on the Mako spaceport, where you guys will be dealing with the rebels, and not only the rebels, but your next objective of whatever you choose to do. There will be a whole bunch of options, and you guys get to pick.
Ooh.
Make your own adventure now. So, all right, everybody, thank you so
Nice.
much for watching. We'll be back with you again next week for another episode of Star Wars Clash of Destiny.